Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Reptile Barn. We are continuing. This is part 2 of our grand tour, our collection tour. But today it's going to be real short. We're just doing animals for sale. We had hoped that we would still have a couple of sailfin dragon babies for sale, but they are sold out. So we just have a few ball pythons left of 2020 babies. We're going to show them to you now. We don't usually do this. We really don't use this channel to sell snakes. But today, you're going to get to see this part of our collection, our beautiful little babies for sale. Alright guys, this is at least a banana spider. It's a male. I believe it might also be green pastel. I'll try and show him with his brother so you can see the difference in coloration, because it was a banana green pastel to a spider was the breeding. And these are the last two left from that clutch. And the brother is quite a bit more yellow, less muted. And the green pastel is a line of het reticenthic, which does take away color. Here's the brother. I believe this to be just a banana spider. I really love what the spider does to banana. It brings an incredible amount of white up the sides. There is no calico, no sugar, no yellow belly in this. It's not blushing really. It's just like white from the spider gene coming up the sides. Now let me show you these guys side by side, and you can see what I mean, I hope, if our camera is good enough. But to the naked eye, it's pretty blatant. This guy is much more color saturated. This guy looks like he's had some of the color taken out, which in that pairing, the only possibility of a gene that could do that is the green pastel or lace blackback. Really beautiful snakes. Both eaten like pigs, already on frozen thawed rats. So I'll go ahead and put these two guys back. By the way, guys, on genes that we're not 100% certain like that, we do not sell them at that increased price as if we were sure they had the gene. So, if we had a buyer, we would tell them, we think this one has green pastel in it, but we would not sell it at that price, because if we ended up being wrong, I'd feel terrible. I never want to do that to somebody. It's happened to us before, where we've bought a snake that someone thought a gene was present, it wasn't. It doesn't feel good. Not that, people are trying necessarily to pull one over on you necessarily, although that might happen, but we just don't want to ever enter that. So usually with recessive genes, 100% guarantee. We will guarantee if it's het, it is guaranteed het. If it's visual, guaranteed visual. With incomplete dominant genes, some of them are pretty subtle. We will do our absolute best, but like most breeders, we really are only going to guarantee 1000% are recessive genes. And I know that sounds terrible to some people, but it really is safest for everyone. We will err on the side of underpricing them so that we're not charging the full price it would be if we knew all those genes were in there. Some breeders do not do that. They will, whatever genes they think are in there, they will charge that full price of all those stacked genes. That makes me nervous. I don't want to do that. Hopefully, we've never been wrong selling a snake before. We don't have these 5, 6, 7 gene combos yet in our collection. Certainly not that we're producing, but we just want to be very cautious and not mislead anybody. You're quickly going to notice a theme here. The few snakes we have left are all from banana clutches. So we have another pair of brothers here, genetically identical, that I'm going to show you. This little banana is also a male, starting to get his spots in. He is 100% het for Citrus Ghost. We are assuming het. He could technically, by the breeding, be visual Citrus Ghost, but he just doesn't look different enough from a regular banana for me to think that he is a banana visual Citrus Ghost. Citrus Ghost is recessive. So I suspect strongly that he's a banana het Citrus Ghost. The mother is a visual Citrus Ghost, so he's at least het. The father was het Citrus Ghost, so he could be visual. I don't think so. Regardless, he is a very nice and clean and orange looking banana. So I think that the het influence is affecting his actual phenotype, his look, right? Just a banana, basically. The citrus ghost gene is not really worked with a lot. We are hoping to kind of launch it, if you will. It's been, there's been combos made before, but just real simple stuff. We think it's absolutely beautiful. So this is a banana het citrus ghost. Real quick, just for total transparency, here's the brother. Genetically the same thing, same clutch, same pairing, same everything. He, if anything, is even more bright, and he also has, I don't know if I would call it paradoxing, I don't think I would go that far, but in this alien head, he's got this splotch of white, and I'm not sure what that's all about, but I kind of like it. Really intense color. I think it's just a banana het citrus ghost. Again, we've never seen or produced a visual banana citrus ghost that we know of. Yeah. All right. Next clutch is also banana, but it's a little bit more exciting. We have several males and a female still. This visually is a pastel banana. You can see the blushed out head, overall just paler snake than a regular banana. More yellows and less of the purple. Just a real nice pastel banana. He is also double het for Grail, which is the lavender albino clown. Guaranteed, 100%. The dad was a visual clown, mom was a visual lavender albino. Really, we held back some from this clutch. We have a few for sale as well. This is a younger clutch, not very old yet, but also already eating spectacularly. Yeah, so that's a pastel banana double het lavender clown. All right, here we have a banana double het lavender albino clown. Lavender albino and clown are both recessive genes where the heterozygous form of them does tend to give a little bit of a nice influence on the snake. So they tend to be nice and clean, pretty good contrast between the different parts of the coloration. So it's a really beautiful banana, even just for a banana, but genetically, obviously, a lot more going on. Yeah, so banana, double het, lavender clown. His head is so pale that he could also be a pastel, but he's not nearly as pale as his brother was that I just showed you. So I'm thinking it might just be from the het influence of the lavender and the clown. The last one from that clutch doesn't look as cool, but this is actually a female double het grail. So double het lavender, albino, and clown. So very powerful genetics here, even though just looks like a nice little normal. This is the only female we decided to let go from this clutch. Oh, sorry, little girl. That we decided to let go from this clutch that we're going to sell. And this is also our only snake for sale that has not been listed anywhere yet. So you guys watching this video are actually the first people who know she exists. We'll be listing her on Morph Market along with the others. The only reason she's not listed is because when we were taking our pictures, she was in shed. So we decided not to list her yet. And now we're going to list her. So yeah, you guys are the first ones who get to see this snake for sale. Yellow belly was also present in this breeding, but we only got like one yellow belly in the clutch. She doesn't look yellow belly to me at all. Super clean on the belly, none of that mottling, none of the like speckling on the sides that you would expect. Yellow belly usually has a lot of blushing, and she doesn't really. She just looks like a perfect little normal. But she is a grail maker, which is pretty awesome. We are excited to make some grail stuff. They have done some crazy things with lavender clowns. Just look incredible. So we decided to get in on that project this year. And yeah, this is the only female that we will be letting go. And she'll be up for sale on Morph Market very soon. I was wrong, guys. I forgot about this guy because he threw me for a loop in the when we cut the eggs. This is a male. I've doubled and triple checked, but he came from a male maker banana. So he's one of those rare animals that, for whatever reason, during probably a crossing over event. If any of you guys remember your high school biology, he is not a banana, even though he should have been because the dad was a male maker. This is a pastel double het lavender clown. Okay, so I promise this is the last one from that clutch. Anyways, so yeah, you can see how much brighter he is than the sister. He's clearly a pastel. Still no yellow belly. The only yellow belly in the clutch we kept. It was a female. You probably saw her on the holdback video. But yeah, here is a pastel double het lavender clown male. I really, really like that cool little like double like a clover or something on the back of his neck there. Alright, the last clutch, and there were more, but some of them have already sold. But we'll show you the last 3 from this clutch. This is also a clown pairing with yellow belly in the mix, and this girl, you know, could be yellow belly. She looks a little bit more tempting to call her yellow belly than some of the others. I don't know what the camera, this probably means nothing on our little cheap camera, but I'll let you see her sides as well as her belly. I guess tell me what you think. Possible yellow belly. Anyways, this is a het clown female. So just a real basic snake. Anything, I hate calling them pet snakes, you know, pet quality snakes, as if, you know, someone who gets their snake as a mere pet is not nearly as valuable as someone who's going to breed them. That's a ridiculous mindset. But it is an animal that is priced to be somebody's pet if they don't want to go out and spend huge amounts of money on some crazy morph, right? So that's all. When people say a pet quality snake, they really should say a pet priced snake or something like that. Anyways, very affordable, and even someone who does want to breed, a het clown female down the road could still do awesome stuff for you. But yeah, so that is the last female we have available. We'll show you her 2 brothers, and then we're done. Alright, so here's a brother. He is a banana pastel, possible yellow belly. A little bit more blushing and things than I would have expected on the sides for just a banana pastel, but those of you who've watched even for just the last couple months know that I'm terrible at IDing yellow belly, and banana makes yellow belly very difficult to ID, even for some of the pros. So we're just selling them as a banana pastel het clown. And the very last snake that I'll show you side by side with this one, another sibling to that clutch. This is a banana yellow belly het clown, also a male. So let me show you this guy's belly. You see all that modeling, especially down by the tail. I don't know if you can see it or not. A pale backdrop and not great lighting. But yeah, so this I'm virtually certain is a banana yellow belly het clown. Look at the color of him too. Look at the sides. This is why I left this guy out, so you could see side by side what the pastel banana looks like and the yellow belly banana looks like. And we've showed you several regular bananas, and this guy just, to me, is pretty clearly a yellow belly. Pretty drastic difference in color. Very orange. You can see why people use yellow belly to add orange to different combos. A yellow belly by itself doesn't look orange at all. But when you put it in stuff, it does tend to add some orange, which is pretty cool. A cool little pyramid on the back of his head there. Starting to get his spots in. This pastel guy, he's not getting any spots in at all. Alright guys, that was part 2 of our collection tour. We won't have as big a gap between part 2 and part 3 as we did between this one and the last one. But yeah, I just wanted to show you before we completely ran out of snakes that we do sell snakes. We are breeders, I promise. You guys see us pull eggs, you see us cut eggs, you see us buy new snakes, but we never show babies for sale on the vlog. And this one time we wanted to because we're trying to show the whole collection. And we were quickly running out of snakes. I know they were almost all bananas and there was nothing really crazy looking, but hopefully you enjoyed it anyways. And we really mostly sell from Morph Market. We have a website. We used to keep it up really well. We've been doing pretty bad. One of our goals for the new year is to kind of dive back into our website and do better with that. But yeah, if you want to look into any of these snakes further, of course you can always send me a message or an email or text or whatever. But Morph Market is where we do most of our selling. So and we're pretty updated on there right now. I think just that one female double het is not listed yet, and she will be soon. So if you're interested in any of these, please reach out to me. We'd love to hear from you. It's probably going to be another 2 weeks or so before it's safe to ship again, just because of the holidays makes everything really crazy. FedEx gets really backed up, and we do not like having our snakes delay at all. So we don't ship during the holidays. But in a couple weeks, assuming that it doesn't get brutally cold or something like that, we'll be shipping again. Anyways, thank you guys so much for your support, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, we're the Reptile Barn.